Coming to the stage. Hold on. Because I got a lot of people hitting me up about this 100K.
About the 100K?
Yeah, they've been hitting me up, man. It's just crazy, man. Oh, look. Before I forget, shout out to Rook, Fast Money, and Jeff. They let me borrow their chain, y'all.
Real life street star.
That's right. I got 3
Big gangster in the building.
That's right. I'm in the building, baby.
God damn. 100K in a year and some change, man.
Facts.
Straight out of prison.
A year and 1 month.
100K on the YouTube, 100K on the neck.
On the neck. Yeah. Shout out Katie the jeweler.
It's heavy out here too, y'all.
Yeah. Shout out Katie the jeweler, black jeweler.
Y'all see that, huh?
Yeah, man. You came icy. You got the beeper gang. We got to ice out the beeper for you. We got to put a beeper chain. You got to get a beeper chain. That's what we got to do for you.
Man. Yeah.
Man, Gangsta Williams is back in the fucking building, man. Mr. Answer Right Back, for whatever reason, can't stay out the news, man. Talk to us, man. But before we even get into that, man, you finally hit 100K, bro, and you've been grinding like a motherfucker coming out of prison, man. Tell us about that journey and actually hitting 100, man. How did that feel? It took us, and by the way, it took us, how long did it take us to hit 100K?
About 5 years.
It took us like 5 years. Yeah. And we was grinding like a bitch.
Nigga, you on your way.
No, you did that in a year. I'm like, damn. Yeah, so what was that feeling like when you actually seen that 100K, bro?
That's crazy because, bro, I had went to Jumar that Friday. And Queen was just saying, oh, you gonna hit 100 today? I was like, I don't think today, maybe, later on the weekend or, next week or whatever. Because mind you, I stayed at 96,000 for like forever. Seemed like it was like where everybody at? What's going on? So she was like, she always be the one like, oh, this about to happen. Oh, boy, they be like, man, chill out. You don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I do her that because I'd be like, I don't really know this social media stuff, but I'm learning it, right? So I had looked at it before I went to Zoom. I was like, man, I need 27 more subscribers. I come out, I called, I was like, hey, I need 4 more subscribers. So while she in the lift or whatever, the lift driver was like, oh, I subscribe. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, thank you. Then from there, it went to 100. But it wasn't showing on her end, but it was showing in my end. I was like, I said, well, refresh yours to make sure, but then a few seconds later, she finally saw it popped up on hers, but my main focus was, I knew I didn't have help. I only had 2 females helping me doing this. So I didn't get co-signed or nothing, Well, I got a co-sign when I went to Vlad, then I came to realize this become my home, RealLyfe Street Stars. But I knew I had to grind and go because my bills were gonna pay itself. When I seen that I can do something positive and legal with the YouTube, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get it. When I seen that check hit, I was like, oh yeah, YouTube for real. So I just started telling other people, listen, man, it's a better way. You ain't gotta be in the streets, man. Get on that YouTube, do this. I help you out, whatever the case may be. And I just stayed down with it. Queen, she be on me a lot. She be telling me a lot. Sometimes, us as men, we be the alpha male. We be like, listen, you didn't help me out enough. All right, now watch out, sit down. I got this, right? So her and I bump heads sometime about that. But for the most part, it was a constant grind. But we also got to shout out to Boosie, because Boosie unintentionally put me out there. He don't much know this, but he really helped out a lot. And if y'all can recall, because he came back on Vlad, he said, I got a lot of respect for Birdman, so I'm gonna stop talking about GANSTA. I ain't gonna bring his name up no more. I guess that went out the window. Because after that, he just, I ticked him off again, and he always fall for it, man. Every time I be like, okay, I need another check, or I need my name back out there, it never fail. I go to Boosie because he got this image he want to uphold.
And the crazy part about it is, he didn't build a platform. You built one. So
facts.
You can do whatever you want at any moment, at any time, and just reach a lot of people. And he, for whatever reason, hasn't started his own. What advice would you give him, if any?
I mean, it's crazy you say that because he have a big name on social media, man. People love. I even like to go see what he's talking about. So I'm like, why he never started his own thing? But what? I learned this with a lot of people. People are lazy. People like the quick buck. And a lot of people don't want to put the work in because you got to put work in on his YouTube channel. You can't just be a one-hitter quick. You can't put one video up. People look like I get a lot of comments, a lot of stuff. Be like, hey, what's up? We waiting on you to drop. well, what's up, man? Wait, Mr. Answer right back. Where you at, man? I was at work, man. I get by, blah, blah, blah. So you got to put in the work, but with a person like him, people will look, because he go on live a lot. So I'm like, but some people just don't get it. Some people just be like, I ain't thinking about that. I ain't worrying about that. Some people look at it, if I'm getting rap money or movie money or whatever it may be, I don't want that money. In my case, I got to get this money, you know what I'm saying? So it's worked for me because now I'm about to pay for my own pilot to shoot my little movie series. And it's done, so we just, actually next week, week after next one, I got the guy who's going to film it, my writer coming down, and we're going to get together and it's going down.
It sounds like Boosie needs some more advice now. He needs some different advice. He was just recently picked up on a federal gun charge. Something you know a lot about. What do you think about that? And what is your advice to him? And now he's pretty much facing like a lot of time.
First thing is, don't get in there talking about the case. Don't, because you got to keep in mind, them inmates being there lurking. Secondly, what he have good on his side versus how when I first went to the Fed, the guidelines were mandatory. So when you hear a lot of people saying, oh, he facing 15 years of this, the guidelines are mandatory. The judge could come and say, you know what, because he helped the community, he did this, I'm going to give him a year and a day, or 3 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be. We saw what BG got 14 years because he have a lot of convictions, a few more convictions. Boosie don't have a bad jacket, that's number one. So when a lot of people listen to this internet stuff about his time and what he could get, they got to keep in mind he don't have a bad array. He got like a drug case, I think, one. Got like maybe two convictions. Something he got, but it's not like overwhelming where he's going to be stuck at this guideline, Right. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't really know the law. So they just go off with what is printed on the internet, but he have money, so he'll be able to get him, some of the best attorneys. I see when he had his car for sale. Right. I was thinking about buying and just go wreck it. Just go on the highway and just put the stick on and just jump out. Just go. Yeah. Now, at least he had the money. At least I've been paid, you know what I'm saying?
Now, a lot of people feel like this is what he deserves because he's just constantly speaking on other people's cases and, what a real street nigga should and shouldn't be doing. A lot of people feel like that's going to be because, you see him get into altercations with the law, fuck the police, all that. And he's going to these different rappers, murder trial, free this rapper, free that rapper. Like, do you think that's going to work against him when they sit down and start looking at everything?
Of course, let me say this first. I don't feel that's what he deserved. That ain't cool to say that because it is. Now, when I was in the streets, I'd be looking at it like, yeah, man, you put a shut up. You talking about you a stepper, you a gangster, mind your business. That's not how we roll. But now that I'm a civilian and I'm a journalist, I don't feel like, because this is a guy that is active in his children's life. He helped a lot of people out. He got a lot of boys at the house that live at the house. So a lot of them people, they need shelter, He didn't provide jobs for people. So I'm not gonna say that's what he get, because you gotta keep in mind, he a guy that's portraying a gangster image. Got a lot of street guys following him. A lot of people fans of his, so he gotta keep that image up. So he's just doing what he's supposed to do when the camera's on. However, I think when the cameras go off, it'll be cut, But, and another thing I don't like that he in jail, because y'all gotta keep in mind, when Boosie go on Vlad and go crazy, go viral, when he mentioned Terrance Gangsta, well, I gotta take the gangster. When he mentioned Terrance Williams, that leads me to the blue couch right here. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. So Boosie helps me out. I don't want to see him in prison. He helping, this is the God that's going, honest God truth. Boosie is helping me fund my movie right now. Real talk, bro. So I don't want to see him in prison unless he could make a call from jail and still pop that pop.
Yeah.
Talk that talk, Boosie Boo.
Now let's get into it, because Boosie went on Vlad TV and he finally actually addressed you straight up, and he had a couple accusations. So we're gonna step through there one by one. Okay. He says, number one, you wore wires on some niggas in New York. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Where he get this from? I mean, but let me say this. Well, hold on. I know where he get it from. Let me take it. It started with Hassan Campbell. There's this Terrance Williams, I guess, from New York, right? And they post a date of birth. If people Google me, you will see, ever since I've been going to jail under 1976. If you look my arrest record of all the murders I've had, you're gonna see where my date of birth was 76. It wasn't until I got 30 days to come home that I told the caseman at the federal prison, I said, hey, all right, that 76 burnt out, now I wanna go to 74. So the stuff that they got, that they put together, they making it beat me. And then you gotta keep in mind with Boosie, he sits home, so he get people to run and get stuff for him. And here, they feed him, like they feed me information. So, I guess, by him being upset, me saying he been in PC, oh, you're right, you wore white, so all right, okay, I take that. I already got the red jacket for telling on my dead homies, so I'm not tripping, I don't buy friendship too expensive. That's a serious accusation that he put on me, but I don't want to just straight fight it, because once I fight it, then it's over with. They're gonna have nothing else to talk about.
Right.
So I've learned with the social media, once you defend that, then people are like, all right, well, what else you got on him? You ain't got nothing else to talk about him about? So they got the two things. Okay, he gay. Okay, he a rat. But if I come in and say, first of all, that gay stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna touch on exactly
now,
what he said.
He hurt my heart with that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, man, that's not true. He capped on me. And you could tell how he was talking. He was in his feeling. He was very upset.
Right.
But yeah, he lied on me, man.
Okay. The second accusation that he said is that you had 8 or 9 relationships in prison where you were both fucking and receiving. Let's speak on that. You actually made a video and you spoke on it. It was very hilarious. You actually named like 8, 9 women, but it was funny. But anyway, if you haven't seen it, go watch Terrance Gangsta Williams' response to it. But what is your official response to him saying you had 8 or 9 relationships in prison?
That man lying. Let me explain something to you. Since I've been incarcerated, my name has been heavy in the system from the back of the day when Cash Money was bumping. So anywhere I go, they gonna know who GANSTA is. And I was on the front cover of the Fed magazine. So now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was on the front cover of the Fed
magazine. You said
magazine.
the Fed magazine?
Yeah.
They got a magazine in the
No,
Fed?
that's a federal, but it was a magazine out of New York called Fed.
Oh, okay.
And they had, like they had Don Diva.
Right.
Those are 2 magazines back in the day, Fed and Don Diva, to cover a lot of street stuff.
Right.
So a lot of people always know who I am, know who I was. And I've always been active in the Islamic community in prison. And in prison, if you indulge in homosexual activity, the Muslims gonna kill you. They're gonna stab you up. But whoever, for whatever case may be, somebody told him his stuff. He took it and ran with it. 8, 9 relationships. So that means tell me whoever this was following my penis throughout my journey.
Right.
That's what you're doing. But I got people that was in Yazoo with me. Every prison I've been to is guys that still contact me to this day, thank me for the love I showed them, help them out, do whatever case may be. Every prison I've been to, I've been a voice, whether it be for Louisiana Car, for Muslims. I was the email for 5 years. It's another thing. You indulge in homosexual activity, you are emailing, you get murdered off top. Because you got to understand this. In federal prison, there are guys from all around the United States. So it's not, nobody don't care about who you are, what you did on the streets, who your people are. We all in prison, we all the same. You violating the Islamic code, you getting crushed. But I've never indulged in homosexual activity in prison, outside of prison. And no, let me say this here. Because I used to always tell people, when people like, oh boy, crazy. I be like, nah, he ain't crazy. What you talking about? He ain't taking that wood, he ain't crazy. The wood, that's another nickname for the penis. Because I always say, if a man would let another man put his penis in him, he got to be crazy. Because us, a lot of us has been blessed, So for you to take, I be like, man, he got to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell people too, there's 4 things I'm scared of. That's God, AIDS, crack, and penis. I used to say the D word back in the day. But yeah, he came, he reached. And when I did the video, the 8, 9 names I named were the people who have children by me. Because I know, as I was talking about it, people, homosexuals had a tendency to have female names in prison. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and play on this. I got to tell people, bro, my life an open book. So there are guys from states, different states all over that was incarcerated with me. Why none of these guys never did interviews or came out and said, yeah, man, he Ryan told me this? Yeah, he was taking Peter. Sister such and such was hitting him. Blah blah blah. Why nobody never? You know how many people love to get on their platform and say that? I was his cellmate, or I slept next door to him, or we slept in the same unit, and him and the punk used to be in there laid up in the bunker, or whatever case. That'll be all over, man. But I get it. He was hurt. He said, man, he hurt me. He had to do that. So I said, that's what he messed up at. He should just say, okay, he a rat, he told, okay, he a homosexual, he get hit, he pitch and catch, and that's it. But then here comes to the end, man, he hurt me. So I was like, okay, so you just playing for the camera now. You just try, because you got a fan base, people gonna believe what you say too. So he gonna get me back that way. That don't hurt me because I know who I am. I'm sure of myself. Like I say, I know a bunch of stand-up men from all over the world that I was incarcerated with, that I can bring on my show, bring on this show, y'all interview them, y'all say, whatever case may be. But I understand that this internet, he got something he got to prove. I don't. At this point with me, I'm just trying to make money to keep funding whatever I need to fund because nobody's helping me, nobody's giving me nothing. I'm grinding to get mine, you know. So for him, he got money. You know, he got all kind of different businesses that he do, you know. So he good, you know. But for me, I don't run from that. I run to it.
Amen. If a man in prison indulges in an activity with another man of that nature, should that be made public? Should people know about that? Do you think, or should, you know what I'm saying? Because just like the paperwork allegation or snitching allegation, everybody wants to know that. But should that be information that be privy to people when a man gets out if he's been with other men inside prison?
Let me tell you what's crazy about that. Because I've been saying this for long since I was in prison. I said, man, if you think about it, indulging in homosexual activity and being a snitch is on the same level because they're degrading your honor, your dignity, all this out the window, right? But here's the sick mindset they have in prison. If a guy from whatever state have a homosexual, the homies don't trip, or they be like, oh, he's just doing him, so he's just doing him. That's what they do. They overlook that. But look, like this real talk, in my state, it used to be like, if you ain't have a homosexual, it's like, boy, if you ain't got a boy, you ain't doing nothing. Like that's a sick mentality that people have in prison. Like a bunch of stand-up men, and Boosie included, in prison, will sit at a table with a homeboy they know in a relationship with another man. They ain't gonna worry about that. They like, oh, that's. But if he a rat, or you can't sit at this table with us, or man, you can't be in my cell, or you can't be around me, but they'll let a person, a booty bandit, eat with them, hang out with them, and respect them to the fullest because he didn't rat, but he on boys, so they'll accept that. That's just a sick mindset we have, bro.
Do you feel like baby should step in at a point and be like, hey, bro, you really going in on my brother? Like, I cool to snitching, I get that, but all that extra shit, do you feel like baby should have something to say about Boosie about that?
No, because even though baby's older than I am, I've always been the spokesman. I always held out cash money. So I don't need him coming to my rescue. And another thing is this, like I say, if Birdman or whoever else step in to nip this internet back and forth in the bud, how am I gonna make my living?
You think there's an amount of time that Boosie could get that he would rat?
No, the reason why, because Boosie has created this character where the world is watching. You have a lot of people who can't stand Boosie, because I get a lot of, you know how you say, see when you tick me off, a lot of stuff come out? Same thing. So many people, hey, tell him about this, tell him about, it'd be so much overwhelming stuff, I'd be like, all right, time out, that's enough. I don't want this, you know what I'm saying? But no, because the world is watching Boosie. He has created this character where he is too stand-up, he is too gangster. He more gangster than I was when I was really in the streets. And that's a lot of gangster. So Boosie, so he not gonna snitch. I don't got him, no indeed. No. And I would say this one more, is that you never say never, because a lot of people were shocked when I sat down with the people. A lot of people were shocked when a lot of other guys, I'm not gonna call names, that have cooperated with the government. But a lot of people haven't been in the spotlight when he did it, whereas Boosie in the spotlight. So it's like everybody, and even grandma after the Sunday church, watching Boosie case, watching Boosie, they own Boosie, so he gonna lay this one down. He gonna lay it down. Hey, he gonna get a punk in the bunk.
Now, there's a rap artist by the name of Casanova. He's been incarcerated for maybe 2 or 3 years. And he once said, nobody that is a millionaire is finna do no time. If you have millions and millions of dollars and they trying to give you like 15, 20 years, you gonna tell them something. Do you believe that?
No. Because you got, all right, and here's another thing. Was he speaking from just the black culture? No, Latinos, yeah, they spending that money. Look, you take the charge, I'm gonna take care of your family. We see that all the time in the federal prison. Blacks, certain blacks are paid for it, but say for like Boosie, is he a millionaire or he 100,000 now? Whatever he is, he's not gonna do that because, like I say, all eyes are on him. You got some people with big names, people that whack 100, all of them rock with him. So he don't want to disappoint a lot of people. Now here's the thing. If he have a chance to pay somebody to take something, he know we gonna scream, oh, that's ratting, because he know he can't do that. If he never ran his mouth and was able to take somebody to come take the charge, that's pretty cool. But him and his big mouth now, it's like, okay, you gotta wear this one. Because I'm gonna be on the top like a kufi. He do in it, man, listen. No, he said when you in jail, that's God teaching you a lesson. When you trying to get out, you taking away God's plan or whatever. That's what he said on Vlad now. So Boosie gotta practice what he preach, because he have a habit of saying stuff and he don't stick to it, bro. He don't stick to what he say, man.
So are you just like, right is right, wrong is wrong? If you got to say what you stand on, what you say, that's the type of person you are, really. Because I hear you always mention like, nigga, you said this, but you did this. Like,
yeah, man. That's because listen, that's how I am. If I say something, if I make a mistake, then I won't my people be emailing me all the time or texting me. Oh, gee, now you. All right, my bad. All right, I say that, my bad. I apologize. But let me keep going, because you gotta understand now. This social media is a powerful platform,
right?
And people watch you. People paying attention. You got people looking up to you. So when you say stuff and do stuff, you gotta be mindful. You got these youngsters, you got these middle-aged, older, watching you. So when you say that, people are like, okay, I'm rocking with you. You say this,
right.
We standing on this, then you'll come back and do this. You're like, hold on, you're a hypocrite.
Is there anybody that you feel like hasn't been a hypocrite? Like, has there been somebody that you feel like everything they said they stood on?
In the industry or that's dead?
In the industry. I ain't talking about like the street niggas.
Oh, in the industry right now? No. Everybody, bro, listen. I watch a lot of channels. I hear people say one thing, and this is the crazy part about it, man. This is what I love about social media, even with myself. We'll get on the show, and we'll say stuff. Right. Or I'll record myself, right? Saying one thing. I might be saying, you know what? Like, prime example, I should say this. Listen, man, if you got a small channel, I'm not answering you back. When I get to this, then sometime I might be in there looking at a small channel, and if they get a big views, well, I gotta answer them back. You see what I'm saying? So we all say stuff in the moment, right. Then we'll come right back and contradict that. Right. I do it a lot.
So like when you seen Boosie kind of renege on the T.I. thing, what was your thoughts when he reneged on it? Like
I always been saying for the longest, and I you know, some people say I stand on it. I sit on this. Is Boosie is fake. He's not a real gangster. Boosie is selling himself to the world. Now I've been saying for the longest he's fake and he pump fake and he didn't got this. He didn't create this imaginary character. So I wasn't shocked when I seen that, because I already telling the world for the longest, man, hey, Boosie faking. For the longest I've been saying that, and everything I've been saying. Now people started to hit me. Oh, gee, you was right. Prime example when I say about the Angola death row stuff, I've been screaming along. It was to E Solid come here, and because he was there, he broke it down. So people hit me like, oh, gee, you say that. I say, okay, I've been telling y'all this because I got, like Boosie say, I got people in Angola that love me, that still holler at me to this day. Like he said, that stand up for me. He not lying about that part. There's people that still rocking with me to this day that tell me, oh, man, yeah, he was over here. I got a little cousin. I got a first cousin that was in Angola with Boosie that used to have to bring the food over there to him when he was on that death row tier by himself. That was PC. They couldn't put him with all the lion, tigers, and bears. And then when he did go in regular population for the last 2 years, he was in small, soft camps. He wasn't in them camps where them killers and lion, tigers, and bears was at.
So I have to ask you, what's the definition to you of a gangster?
Now or back then? Just period.
Period.
Someone who stand on business, someone who keep their word. A gangster is someone, when he got a problem, he gonna go address the man. He gonna go, or he gonna get his victim. He gonna go get. He not gonna take it on somebody else. A gangster, someone when he get that money, he gonna make sure the people that's around him straight, and he gonna make sure he got everything in order. You got a lot of similar gangsters. You got a lot of clone gangsters, but a lot of these boys pump faking. A lot of them faking out here. That term now is so watered down. Now, so overrated now. The internet, the industry has allowed street guys to get involved with the politics and they bring it into the entertainment world. So now, certain entertainers, you can't be a rat. You got to be a stand-up dude. Certain people, but it's like this is entertainment purpose. Put your gangster to the side and enjoy the show. But a lot of them be so still hardcore. They got the Draco in their hand, on their book bag, or on their hip, but like how Boosie had his in his back here. That's crazy how you gonna reach me. But but here's the thing though, but as you know he's faking. But another thing is, but the tight clothes they're wearing today, I guess you can't have it in the front because he's sagging. You know, you can't have it in the front. But
I mean, and you know, to go get caught down bad like that off of live, right? Like, and you supposed to have all these guys with you. Why would you have a gun even still? Like, what do you think?
Like I keep explaining to you, the image, he got this persona where he got people thinking that he's really a stepper.
Right.
So here's the thing. I've seen guys get into character so much that they gangster to where they forget that they're really not gangsters and be like, man, I'm a gangster. I got to keep this going. But I would say this too. I kind of understood his standpoint for having that on him because here's the thing. I'm not going to put my life in somebody else's hand.
Amen.
Because I've learned this. When that spark get to popping, dude's going to get some shelter first. Then they might up and shoot because I had a stepper with me the third time I got hit up. I had to give him my gun, one of my favorite guns, a Ruger. Here. You jump out by the park, talk, and when that dude pull up to jam me in, I said, oh man, it's a setup. I spotted it. I peeped it right away. I'm thinking I'm gonna hit his 9 going on. He ain't get off. What the world? He ran. Yeah, he ducked for shelter. It made me think now that he played a part in this. Because he ain't busted out one time. Then he gonna tell me, yo man, I had it on say I couldn't. Then I finally got all shots. Man, I was already gone. I already been hit up. You see what I'm saying? So I understand on one aspect, Boosie may look at it like, yeah, y'all gonna shoot for me, but I prefer to shoot myself too, because I know I'm gonna get myself on to my family.
I was just gonna ask you, is there a situation you ever been in where you thought they was a gangster and they wasn't? And they was
man, like I say, bro, I done seen a lot, bro. I done seen a lot of pump faking, bro. We had a little homie, bro. We went to this concert. YNW Slim was performing, and we was deep in the concert. We was downtown. The Calio, and at this time, this one, me and the Calio was cool. So we had a homeboy. He's deceased now. Actually, his own family member killed him and put some semen on him and dropped him down in the water. But that's another story. Anyway, the same guy I'm speaking of, he out to Magnolia now. While we were up front supporting YNW Slim, some guy from downtown ran down on him and slapped him, hit him in the face a few times. He didn't fight back. So now when we was coming out, and he came by us to come get us, oh man, they jumped. The guy at the Calio, he was like, man, don't go help him. Like, what you tell Mr. Holmes? He said, man, he ain't gonna try to fight back. Dude slapped him in the face, hit him, and he kind of tall. I'm like, what? You coward, you soft. So, but around us, he with the mean mugging. Some days in the courtyard, he got that Mac 90 with him. You know, so I done seen a lot of pump faking, bro. So that's why I'm out the way. I'm on the couch. Sofa, we went through this before. First lady broke this down from before with the sofa, the couch is. But yeah, I'm out the way, bro.
So let's say this was back in the day, right? And it was you was the old Terrance Gangsta Williams, and you ran into a similar character like Boosie with this gangster persona. How would you handle him if it was real beef, not entertainment?
Wait, if he was disrespecting me like he's doing now?
Yes.
Bro, man, I'd have hit all his dogs up. None of the big favorite, the big ugly dog Boosie had. I'd have hit all them first. I'd have dogged the dogs first. Then saved him for last. But now, he wouldn't be able to breathe. And he wouldn't be able to do no clubs, shows. I'd have been on his top, man. But that's why I be laughing, because sometimes I be like, He know this for the camera. He know I don't live that life, denounce that life. I can't live that life. I don't never want to go back to jail. So he having his fun right now.
And in situations like that, you know, you see Boosie and you also see his son. Do you hit up the son?
No, back then I never done that. I see, I'm a different type of person. I've always been against taking it out on family members. Because my thing be this. Because I used to always say this too. If someone, like my mother had told me before, she was like, if somebody kidnapped me, don't come. You know, I was like, if somebody kidnapped my children, I wasn't, you can't call me and say, I'm gangsta, I got your little boy. I'm gonna kill him, you don't come. I don't believe you, I'm gonna hang up. Because I can always make another son. That's the mindset I had back then. So, for real, bro, that when you live in that life, you have to develop that because people gonna always look for your weakness and they're gonna exploit that, you know? So, you know, for me, you know, I just look at it like, man, dudes, you know, the internet. I may never see you in life. You know what I'm saying? You could talk your talk online all day. You know what I'm saying? But it just be a lot of wild faking. But I'm enjoying it because, like I say, I get paid off it, so I'm not tripping. You know, and I know where I come from.
Do you believe in karma then and now?
I believe whatever plan God has for you is going to happen. You know, I'm about to be a Muslim. We always say the qadr of Allah is called the divine decree. We don't believe in good luck or bad luck. We just believe whatever happens by the will of God, whether it's good or bad, God allowed to happen. We just say alhamdulillah. I mean, all praise. How Christians say hallelujah. In Arabic, if you look up alhamdulillah, that's what that means. It's all praise due to God.
What about when you was in the game?
Yeah, I felt like you live by the gun, you're gonna die by the gun.
So you was prepared while you stepping in?
Let me tell you what's crazy, man. You might not believe this. I always tell people, I had a shirt was like, heaven don't want me, and hell scared I'm gonna take over. I always thought, honestly, real for real. Dudes used to always, I used to always tell people, I thought I was, that's how bad I thought I was. Until people started hitting me, I was like, whoa, because I didn't think people had the balls to really shoot me or come in. I got hit in my project twice, matter of fact, each time I got hit up was in the nose. So I was like, oh no, well, you not that, you know, people just like you tough, they tough too, you know. So like I say, in Islam, we just believe in the qadr of Allah, the divine decree, you know. But on the street, I never thought that I would get killed. I always thought I was gonna go to Angola and get a life sentence. I used to always say, like one time my baby brother, she called me, she say, Terrance, don't let them ends have to cattle you or kill you, right? I said, I give you my word, gonna let none of them kill me. I said, I'm going to Angola to get a life sentence before I let one of them kill me. And I never thought I would go to the Fed. I always thought I would go to Angola, get the life, file up here, come on, retire. But it just was the Fed, and I came on still retired. So it still was kind of on that line, but I never pictured one of them killing me. I always thought I was too slick.
I had a partner, right, and he was, you know, stepping, doing all this stuff, and he felt like the devil almost was allowing him to do it. Was that ever a thing with you? Did you ever like be like, man, I feel like the devil, like any type of energy like that?
Real talk, I never blamed none of my stepping days on nothing, no one. I always thought it was me. I never did drugs, never drank. Just give me, if I had 2 revolvers, I had 2 9s, or that chopper, or that Mac 11, and I'm stepping. I never was like, oh, the devil, you did this. No, I was like, watch, the devil ain't better than me. You know what I'm saying? That's just the mindset I had, the sick mindset I had. But yeah, I never played the blame game. I never thought like that, none of that.
Since you did,
my cake.
Since you denounced,
fell off.
Since you denounced, you know, the game. Do you still
walk
ever
up
like
with
had an urge to kill still?
Yeah, sometimes they do hit me. Sometimes that does, I be like, certain people that be talking, I be like, man, one more round. But I was like, I think about feds. I just think about the here's another thing. A lot of stuff you can't get away with these days because they got cameras all over the lights. People got cameras in their houses. Like I was passing by this house not too long ago, and I seen a camera in their house, in their window, looking out at the streets.
Yeah, it's not going down.
I was like, man, and I'm old and a little slow now, so a lot of stuff I can't do that I did back in the day. Come on, bring my thing now. You keep on.
Hold on, we gotta stop here. 100K.
Oh yeah, man.
Come on, man. I feel like she hating on my cake or something, yo. What's happening with you? Watch your step. Don't drop the cake, please.
Watch your step.
And she dropped that cake like use the other cakes. Yeah.
This is a celebration.
We gotta let them see this. Y'all see that? Thank you, my YouTube family. Yep. We had to, now let me tell y'all now for y'all be trying to grind me up in the comment. Oh, OG give that old cheap cake. First of all, this 100K, thank you, Queen France. This 100K just came too fast at me. Cause we thought it was, cause like I say, it was slowing at first, and when Boosie attacked me, it jumped, right? So I was like, yo, Queen, because like I said, we had prepared next Saturday to go live to give away the $1,000.
Right.
So as I come out, matter of fact, around 2:30 Friday, that's when I hit the 100K mark. That's a question I might ask on my live next week. But anyway, so I was like, yo, let's get the cake. So we're going to RealLyfe Street Store. Let's get something, to let the people know, because this is a big platform. So I was like, let's let the people know I appreciate. Thank you, all the love, support, because that 100K is like you in a whole nother bracket now. Now my tax bracket gonna go up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all the love and support, especially RealLyfe Street Store. Y'all showed me so much love,
man.
And I know a lot of y'all fans and followers come over to my page.
Nah,
so
for sure.
I was like, yo, I said, yeah, we got to go do this. It is real big. So.
But see, okay, let me ask you a personal question on some.
We grown men.
Yeah. We've been eating. Let me ask
I'm trying to get.
I gotta ask you a content question, man, because even we just did a live Q. Shout out to you, man, because we just tried some new shit where we let the fans come in. Mm-hmm. And even with that, they're like, nah, we want another gangster interview though. I'm like, God damn, we just got the, like, do you ever feel like a slave to the content? It'd be like, it's never enough. It's weird, bro. It's like you could give a nigga 10 clips in a day, but they want an 11th one. It's never a point where it's enough for them, it seems like.
No, because I've learned this, that when you put yourself out in the spotlight, people want to hear from you, right?
Right.
Now you might get burnt out on the kinds, you might not know what you're doing, but here's the thing. I've learned through my journey is that this is therapy for people, especially when I'm pushing. So a lot of people look at it like, you a guy that's really from the street. You denounce the street, so now you helping. You speaking out. You trying to show these young boys like, oh, hey, it's not cool. So no, I don't ever feel like there's slavery to it. And also I look at it that if I can help at least one person, then I'm happy with that. Because I don't want a lot of people, because there's gonna be some people that's gonna steal, man, I don't wanna hear that. But I don't want people to go through what I went through. Because I always say, and I can't thank Birdman and Slim enough. Them dudes took care of me my whole bid. And in prison, people tell you need money. You need outside support. So for them to be there for me, my whole bid, 23-year tenure, well, actually Birdman cut me off 6 months in the bid one time. I went to hold for under investigate for drugs. But no, man, I enjoy it, bro. Because like I said, I ain't pushing none of the bull crap. So when I come on my channel, I might do a little joking and playing. But other than that, no, I enjoy it, bro. And plus I get paid. So I'm doing something where I don't have to go back to the streets. You got a lot of people that come from jail, used to get money, used to do what they do. Now you come home and you ain't used to this living. So now it's like, how can I make money? So with the YouTube, I'm looking at like, I'm not making nowhere near the street money I used to get. I don't want for nothing. I don't have to call Birdman or something like, hey man, can you cash at me or Zelle me $1,000 whatever. I want to go on a spree, shopping spree, or I want to take my girl here, or whatever the case may be. I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. I can just go to my bank account, use one of my credit cards, whatever the case may be, and I'm just content with what I have right now.
Speaking of, money, we was talking about being rich and going to jail rich. Hey man, say. Hey man.
I'm the first one to do this. So when anyone of y'all come on Real Life Street Stars, don't jack my style.
Nah, they won't be able to because trust and believe. If you would have, let's say you would have been up, let's say you was up 20 million when you got locked up. Do you think you would have stayed in jail?
How much?
20 million.
You say 20. If I had 1 million, 100,000, no indeed. No. But let me tell you something. This is real talk. I know this kingpin from my city. He had wrote me a letter. He was like, man, when I got 30 million strong in the game, I'm supposed to leave the game alone. But that greed, that money just come at him, right? And he want to get out bad. But he pled guilty to 8 murders. And they got 23 more waiting on him if he beat them. So he been in the Fed since 96. So there are some kingpins, millionaires that want to get out, but they just don't have information or they can't get out. The government, I know one dude, this one of my Muslim brothers. He's from Mobile. He couldn't stand rats. He used to be like, your mama should have crossed her leg when she having you. And he used to go off on snitches in the jail, right? He had 30 years, 13 years in his bed. He go back to court, stay going through. I said, hey man, what happened to, man, I'm ready to go home now, man. I don't want to hear that. I said, bro, all that you be selling debt, all this gangster stuff. So I see, and then I've seen where a guy had a life sentence. And when they be in these penitentiaries, it's guys with 2 and 3 and 4 and 15 life sentences. So they feeding off that energy like, oh, he's stepping, he's soldier, I'm a stepping soldier. But once they custody level drop, they go to medium and they're around rats, snitches. Now they start looking at things a little different like, man, you better go home. Oh, you had life, now they drop it down to 15. Oh, you better, so now they start to, I didn't see where a guy contacted U.S. The prosecutor, and the prosecutor told the guy, no, I don't want your information. I'm happy with you dying in prison. That's some of the most hurtful stuff to you be a stand-up dude, you standing on principle, you standing on manhood, I'm a gangster, I'm a soldier. Then one day when you finally break and you contact the prosecutor and they say, no, we want you to die in prison. Man, that's like, that's the ultimate there. Like,
that's deep, bro.
Yeah, bro, I've seen that stuff, man. I've seen it.
Do you think there's a limit on that should be like as a price that should be paid for any type of crime? Do you think there's a crime that you could commit where you really should have to spend the rest of your life in prison?
Yes, I used to argue with the CO lady when I was incarcerated. I felt that a child molester, anybody that molests children, should never be able to walk the streets again. But what she used to tell me, she's like, well, Williams, I mean, according to the computer, now you a murderer. So I look at all y'all the same, all y'all criminals, so I don't look at him. I said, but you a female. I'm like, you got children? She's like, yeah, but this is my job, and I don't look at him no different than I look at you. I'm like, and I thought she was capping for a while, but she was standing on what she was standing on, So me personally, yeah, I feel like child molesters, because you taking the child innocence. This child don't know no better, you know what I'm saying? Now that's something that I would, how I say this, contemplate coming out of retirement for. Right. If I know it's a child molester in my neighborhood and he really doing it to these little children, man, I might have to put that black on and sneak around the back. Nah, but yeah, I can't stand child molesters.
The reason I ask because we're looking at the YNW Melly child and YNW Melly, and he was accused of shooting his 2 best friends, and he has a lot of support. Like they really want him to be set free. They don't want him to face no time, but they are looking. They have the death penalty on the table. What do you think when you see something like that? And what's more thing about it is, he's in the courtroom, he's blowing kisses, he's doing a lot of things like that would seem unreasonable in your thought process if you're trying to get your freedom. So when you see things like that, do you like, oh, he probably need to really sit down? Or do you like, if you can get off with it, then that's what you deserve to get?
First of all, thank you for telling me why he's. Let me tell you something. I didn't know who that was. I didn't know what was going on. Right. I be so caught up in my little world, bro. Now listen, really, and I know now I need to start surfing more because I had to start giving more content. Right.
Right.
When it popped about, it was what I seen on YouTube. It was the guy, the one of the victim's son, father went off on Boosie there for support, and I was like, well, what's that? What's going on with that? So I was like, what is a gang-related case? Like, you know, you hear these alphabets, you're thinking, I didn't know what was going on. So today, I was gonna look into it to do a little video on it, but then it slipped my mind. I got caught up. I had to come here. So thank you for breaking down what the situation is. Like, I don't know the whole case. Like, was his friends trying to rob him? Were they fight? Were they arguing? Did he make a mistake? Like, I don't know the logistics of the case. So I didn't, you know, I don't know what's going on. But now, from this standpoint, whatever you do, now if you're innocent, yeah, you walk away. But if you're guilty on something, then you got to be held accountable.
You know, it's crazy because he had a song, in a song he has called Murder on My Mind, where he seems like he's detailing the murder. But of course they said that's inadmissible in court. They threw that out. But it's kind of seemed like he's bragging about it. And you know, his demeanor has been like, it's like, I'm finna get away with this. So just like when you have, just like the thought process of an individual is like, yeah, I have millions of dollars waiting on me, and I got fans and supporters waiting for me to get out that's gonna celebrate me after I've committed this crime.
Well, see, in this day and time, a lot of young, the reason why, there's another reason why I don't really judge a lot of those youngsters like that, because I was once his age. I was once like that. Only thing is, you got to subtract the social media. So I be thinking like, I can imagine, because here's the thing, I used to wear t-shirts with my enemies, if they're alive or dead, names on my shirt. I used to have different little slogans on my shirt or on my car. So, and we did it without social media. I was just mad at social media. We mad was in this, you know, so I always put myself in that situation. That's why I don't be quick to pass judgment on them. Right. Because I was like, we didn't have social media. We was doing a lot of ignorant, stupid stuff. It's just now with social media, they're using it to hold them against them. But I'm happy that the courts didn't use that, because it's a guy from New York named Rod Digg. They used his lyrics against him. Yeah. You
know? Me and my friend, we was arguing that murder is cool now. Like, it's cool to murk a nigga. Like, it's cool to like walk a nigga down. Like, do you think that's the new thing? Like, it's not even about get back or no more, or it's just murder has become cool, a cool thing to do?
Well, when I was out, it was always cool to do, but now that I look at it now, I don't want to say it's a cool thing to do now, because I don't have a weapon and I don't want anybody to murder me. OG, get out the way now, y'all. But yeah, man, they wilding right now. Them young boys ain't playing. They crushing in and everything, right? So now it's like, if you don't catch it, this is what I'm learning. Anybody catching a body now. It's like, you could be a no-name and you just like, you got this gun, oh, you playing? All right, I'm just gonna let it loose. I ain't gonna. Back then, a lot of people used to be scared to pull the trigger. These be guys with guns be scared. Now these youngsters, man, it's like that gun give them the ultimate power now. That's why I stay out there. Wait, I went to the barbershop today. I'm trying to get a haircut, right? I go to the barbershop. As soon as I walk in there, the youngster on the phone, get what he do. And he locked it on me. He looking at me. I'm like, I understood it, because he don't know who I am. I come in, I'm on the phone, I'm talking, and he just looking, and he look. And I'm like, you know, back then, dude, like, man, what you looking at? I don't want to say that, because I don't want him up in this, no, indeed, man. So them bullets hurt. So he just was looking at, he had his hand up, and he looked, he watched me a whole while. And I guess once he seen that I was trying to get a haircut, he got caught and took his hand on the shirt, and he stayed on his phone doing whatever he was doing. I was like, man, I'm about to get up out of here.
Fuck barbershop was you at, nigga? God damn. They had the tool at the barbershop with this nigga finna get the gun.
Hold on. I be clutching at the barbershop all the time.
Man, them young boys don't be crying, man.
Y'all niggas,
bro, they be all in Walmart with the tools, man.
Well, man, now, man, Lil Soulja Slim, man, he say, man, New Orleans been deriding you, man, because you're hot right now. What do you think about that? Do you think that people that don't really fuck with you are just kind of playing that position right now because you're hot, or do you just feel like people genuinely fuck with you?
Let me say this first. Because I've been holding back. Lil Soulja Slim pushing it. He really pushing it. He pushing it, man. First of all, Lil ain't do nothing to do enough for having, you're not a stepper to be talking about what somebody doing, number one. He haven't laid a foundation down to even much voice his opinion on certain stuff. And I understand it's the social media and he have the platform where he can speak. But certain stuff you be like, what have you done? The streets don't know you. You ain't nobody. So you going off somebody who you saying is your father. Don't even look like you. You from Mississippi, man. You know what I'm saying? But because I see he did another interview, he talking, I wouldn't do this and that. Man, he just did a documentary talking about, the dude who killed his father, so he was slick ratting then. But he ain't look at it like that. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people need to think before they speak. But yeah, I wouldn't say that they penis ride me. I would say, and of course, a lot of people rocking with me who don't mess with me. That's a fact. But the fact that since I come home, I put the spotlight back on New Orleans. Dudes capitalizing off like, oh, Giggity doing that. Oh, let me jump in. I can do this. So I'm not gonna say they D-ride me. I'm gonna say that they just seeing an opportunity and they jumping on it before that window closed because we ain't gonna be hot for long.
Right.
On especially on the social media, everybody want to hear the New Orleans stories now.
Nah, for sure. So like to that same tune, right? Gunna, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was making it seem like Gunna's finished. Then he drops this album that's fire. Now everybody is switching their tune up. Like you can see it. So, when you see stuff like that, we predicted what was gonna happen with Gunna, but now that you see he dropped the album, no features, and the shit was probably one of the best rap albums that came out this year. And it seems like he's gonna be able to make it. What are your thoughts on that?
Like I explained to everybody, how people be like, man, Gangsta a rat. Why so many people support rock with him? Social media is not just for gangsters and steppers. You got family, grandmas, grandpas, children come to social media for entertainment. Social media is a regular TV channel now. People go on YouTube just to see what's going on, get a little laugh or that. Okay, that's enough of that. Now I'm going back. So with Gunna, he's an entertainer. So you got people, how all Korean fans say earlier, I'm not in the street like so I don't voice my opinion on that. They want to hear good music. They want to hear, let me hear that. I'm not gonna judge you for what you did. That's you made that choice. That's something you gotta live with. How baby told me, you made that bed, you gotta lay in it. Give me a pillow. Matter of fact, y'all got one right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised people take it to him because people could look at like, this one dude told me the other day, one of Boosie's fans, we was arguing back and forth. I had an argument with two of them yesterday. One of them wanted to fight me. And I was shocked that, and I said, let me see what this dude. He got like 22,000 followers on Instagram, right? So I see he had dogs. So I went back, I said, man, I hope one of these dogs died. So, listen, he hit me back, right? He hit me, he said, man, you know what? He said, you rat. He said, I can't do nothing but laugh, and as a matter of fact, one of my puppies did die, so that's on you. He said, what he tell me? He said, bro, you know what? He said, Giggity. He said, man, we could meet up. He said, I'll beat your A. He said, we can go from the shoulder. He said, no gun or none of that, we involved. So I play with, I said, you know what? Drop your location. He sent me an address. He said, let me know when you're outside. I say, man, I don't know if this youngster serious or he crazy, but I'm gone. So I got up off there with him, right? So this other one, he from New York. I could hear his accent. He tell me, he say, man, you kick now, you going too far. Boosie in jail, you kicking him while he down, da-da-da. I said, I hit him, I said, you must be a Boosie fan. He said, yeah. He was the rapping Boosie lyrics. We talking on the voice thing, because I don't like to do too much of that texting on the Instagram. The voice thing is faster for me. So he's like, yeah, he started rapping. So he said, man, you know what? I don't feel comfortable calling you gangster. You Terrance. He says, well, listen, Terrance. So we going back and forth. So we come to a common ground, right? He was like, stop talking about Boosie. I said, first of all, Boosie's not my friend. I said, secondly, that's when you kick him when they down. I say, Boosie disrespect me worldwide, and you gonna tell me let up off him now because he in jail? I said, man, you gotta be stupid, man. So I say, man, no, matter of fact, get out my inbox. You like, no, but listen, man, you got other content you could talk about. You could let people know like your story. I say, bro, apparently you haven't checked my page. I've been telling my story since I've been home. That's how my story on my platform grew like this. So he went back, he said, yeah, you right. I need to check out a few of them. But then I learned this. Some of Boosie fans, they can't stand me until they start talking to me. Then they'll be like, bro, I still feel like you're a rat. I ain't gonna call you gangster because Boosie take the gangster off. But anyway, Terrance, I think you a cool dude. This. Listen, I had one from New York. This is a young boy. Couldn't say he's like 21 years old. He used to cuss me out, disrespect me so much on Instagram. I had to take my time with him. So where now he be like, he just told me the other day, bro, I still got it on my phone. Y'all might think I'm lying. He said, man, besides you being a rap, man, you a cool dude. I can show y'all right now my Instagram, man.
So wait. Because Boosie made it, there was another Boosie clip that came out the other day that said, once you're a rat, everything you did is erased like da-da-da-da-da, right? And so, I mean, number one, do you believe that?
No, that's some of the most stupidest, ignorant stuff I've heard people say.
Right. Exactly, right?
Because here's the thing.
Right.
Let's take this cake, for example.
Right.
This plate is this cake child. Now, no, this ain't brothers. I murdered this plate, but now I'm a rat. So now everything I did is erased. Now y'all gotta take me. So now you gotta let this cake know, hey, gangster a rat now. So everything he did, we're gonna erase him from the gangster book, from the history book, from all the stepping, all the music. So now don't get no get back because everything I've done is erased. It's not involved. I think people say some of the dumb, people are parents, like, people hear somebody say something that sound cool and they take it and run with it. It's not until you really dissect what he's saying, like, yeah, that is stupid. Because what's done is done. Now here you can say this, oh man, old boy was a step, old boy did he a rat now, but old boy did all this, But you can't come back and say, I mean, you can, they saying it, but it sounds real ignorant to say all that working for nothing. So all the pain, suffering, blood, sweat, and tears on both sides of a person called, you gonna say that all for nothing? Come on, man. Like, dudes say some dumb stuff out their mouth.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro.
But I'm happy that they're saying that because now, with my second chance at life, getting out of prison, now all them steppers, all my old enemies, all that, hey man, all that was for nothing. Now y'all leave me alone, because Boosie said it. Y'all gotta take a pencil and erase me. So I did a video. That's what he said. He said, you gotta take a pencil and erase him out of here. You gotta erase him for all his accomplishments. So somebody was in the comment like, would you call killing somebody, selling drugs, doing accomplishment? Boosie, you real ignorant. Man, people, listen. When I read the comments, I be like, wow. Because at one time, when Boosie first started attacking me when I first come out, he had more of the people on his side. So when I first seen his Twitter going off on me, and I seen a lot of people support me and just speaking from a normal point of view, I'm like, man, I'm the people champ. I said, I'm the people champ, man. People like me, man. So now when you look at the comments, they be tearing him up. So it's like, yeah, good games. Look, we know what you did. We ain't forgot what you did. However, on this point here, we rocking with you with this. You know what I'm saying? We like this, and this. But we know what you did. You gonna still be in this rat category, but you still, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm fine with that, bro. Like I said, I don't buy friendship. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
I'm cool with the little small circle I have. If I ain't hanging out with Queen friends, I'm with Mike. Mike was my cellmate when we was in the feds. I met Mike in the feds. So me and Mike will hang out. I got my homie Jeezy I hang with and my homie Sweet Pea. But other than that, I'm by myself. So for the most part, man, I'm not tripping, bro. Like I say, I'm happy that I have people that support me, that's helping me out because I don't have to go back to the streets. Because there are guys that should get money, that'll come on, they'll try the job, the legal thing, and then eventually they be like, man, I'm about to pick that sack back up. I'm about to start back hustling again because this job not cutting it. For me, man, listen, give me my job, give me my check once a week, and give me my YouTube check once a month, and I make it happen.
How real does the movies depict death scenes?
What? Say again?
How real does the movies depict death scenes? Does it look real? Like when you see it on TV and then you see it in real life, is it the same thing?
Yeah. And then it all depends on the actor. Cause you got some people you be like, come on, man, you ain't motherfucking like you dead. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you look at that, you be like, okay, yeah, that's that work. He put in that action, you know. So you be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he jumping. Yeah, he. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it depends on who the actor is, you know. But yeah, some of the movies get it to the T. You be like, whoa, he slam dunked that one.
What was the realest scene to you in Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood. That's the one with Jada Pinkett when she go with the young boy. That means Society.
Yeah, this one is the one with Ice Cube and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, when his friend got killed, when the one that was going to the play sports,
Yeah.
Q brother,
Yeah.
and because that car kept coming around there, Ricky, yeah, man, that part there. Because my thing was, I'm always rooting for somebody that's from the hood to go make it out. And when that happened, I was like, wow, man, this man here had a chance to go do something, help his mother out. He got caught in his brother's foolishness.
Out of all the original Hot Boys, who was the most solid?
I'm gonna say those three. I got is out of those three. You know, apparently I ain't in that category with solid no more. I don't want to say this one. They gonna like, oh, you told favoritism because I love all three of them equally. So that's something you would have to ask people who know all of us. I can't.
Now, speaking of that scene, like, let's say that was a real life situation that somebody that you were dealing with that was close with, and what is the protocol if you hit somebody's brother up and they was like innocent, they was just a cool the dude, or they played football or something, and they had nothing to do with that street life?
What I'm gonna do about it?
Now, I mean, back there, like, what would be the protocol if like one of your homeboys' brothers like that y'all kicked it with, but he wasn't on that, none of that, and someone hit him up?
Oh, we out there head first behind him because now you didn't hit somebody innocent and nothing to do with whatever the beef going on. So we go and get the person who did that. That's a fact. You done messed up a whole lot of stuff for the people in the hood and everything.
What is the wildest thing you've seen a family do to pay for a funeral?
I haven't seen nothing wild because down my way, somebody died. We already got the money for the DJ, the block party. A lot of people back then, they already had insurance on because they know you. They was expecting you to die. Like, I didn't find out until I went to the Fed that one of my children's mother had me on the insurance.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you can just really put insurance on a person and they not even know about it. Like,
Facts. Yeah.
Man, that's cold.
Yeah. That's a fact, yeah.
Like back in the day, well, this new age, people be like smoking on a pack of somebody, they say their name, and it's like real disrespectful. Was that a thing back in your day?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like I explained to y'all earlier, we just didn't have social media. We still had, T-shirts, still was, we see their girlfriend, we see somebody, we still was disrespecting them and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, so we want to bring Mike up here, man.
Oh, man, yeah, man, I got to tell you how I met Mike, man. The family, man. Mike, man, come on up here, Mike, bro.
Mike.
Come on up here, Mike. Let people see who you are. Mike's from New Orleans, too.
Okay.
And I was like, he'd been in the Fed. So I was like, bro, he had asked me how was it out in Texas, right? So I was like, man, bro, you need to come out here. You need to, if you want to get away from that wild stuff, the life that's going on out there, you got to make a change. Because he was shocked that I was able to, relocate because he wasn't like me, love New Orleans.
Right.
So I was like, bro, come on out here, man. There's plenty of job opportunities. There's a lot of stuff going on out here. And most importantly, start your YouTube channel. So he started one the other day called Motivational Mike. So, but tell him how you went to the Fed, bro.
It's crazy. In 2010, I took a hit, got shot.
No. Don't. That's the timeout. Because you going too fast. You took the hit, but tell the people what happened, how you went in the gas station.
Okay, an individual called me, and they said, "Well, what's up, bro? You trying to make some money?" I'm like, "Yeah." So they was like, "All right, I'm gonna talk to you more in person." I'm like, "All right." So I'm on my way home. He pull up. We get in the car, so he tell me what's going on. So we go to the gas station, cross street from the gas station, and we buy 3 beers of Old English. Pour the beer out, put gas in it. So I take the motorcycle helmet and I put it on my head for my identity. So I go in there and I throw one across the counter. So when the man seen what was happening, because the door was locked, it's after hours. But I'm not knowing the door locked. So when the man see what's happening, he was like, oh shit. So when I try to get out the store, I'm like, stop. What I'm gonna do now? So I throw another one. And by the time I throw the second one, he shot me in my leg.
Damn.
So when he go to the door to get up out of there, I run behind, but he turned on me with the gun like, get back, get back. So now I'm thinking I'm finna die. What kind of crazy stuff I done got myself into? So his people pull up, and they was talking that Arab language. So by the time they doing that, I made my escape route. He come behind me, shooting. I found him passing out. I called one of my homeboys. He was in his sleep. He come got me. He said, man, why you doing crazy stuff, man? So he called the other dude who brought me, but that dude had left. He left me. He left me to die. I go to the hospital, and I ain't see the street since. So that was in 2010. Fought my charge for a little bit. 13, I get sentenced. I go to the feds, go to Yazoo. I stayed in Yazoo about 3 years.
Hold on, you was in Yazoo where I was a homosexual, where I was getting punked. Oh.
Yeah, all that crazy stuff happening on the compound, all kind of wild stuff. So I stood there about 3 years, and then after 3 years, I said, you know what? I want to break my bed up. So I started asking people, what I need to do to transfer. They said, hey, put in for the drug program. They said the close spot they're gonna see is Mariana. I said, all right. So I put in for it, they approved me for it. I get shipped. I get on the compound. They're like, oh, you from New Orleans? Oh, y'all got a homie gangster. He our shot caller. We gonna tell him to come out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, you know. And then once he came out, that's where I met my man's at.
You say that because right now you know they got me on gay status, so don't say I met my
Well,
man's.
I met my homeboy.
Yeah.
He blessed my game. It was me and another homeboy. We was on the compound.
Hold on. What does bless your game mean? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
For those who don't know, where is Yazoo?
When I said bless my game, he gave me everything.
Yeah.
Socks, slippers, grays, big bag of commissary. Straight.
Yazoo, you asked a question. What is Yazoo?
Yeah, where is Yazoo for those who, because everybody keep
That's
hearing
in
Yazoo.
Mississippi.
That's in Mississippi. Okay.
Right.
So Yazoo's, and then you was in Angola too?
No, that's the state. I never been in Angola.
Okay, got you.
I've been in WCI, Iowa State Prison.
Gotcha.
Huntsville, WCI.
Gotcha.
But it's just all the homies, like I had a co-defendant that's in Angola.
Gotcha.
We both had a murder case. They dropped it on me. The girl came and testified on him back in 94. But I still got a lot of people in Angola that I talked to that hollered at me. My juvenile co-defendant, when I broke out, he went AWOL. A guy put a murder charge on him and my other best friend. They got life for a murder they didn't even do. But I got a lot of connections in Angola. I never been in Angola.
Gotcha.
But Yazoo have a camp, a low, a medium, and a pen. So it's like a little complex. It's in Mississippi. But yeah, a lot of people from Louisiana go there, and Texas too go there.
Gotcha.
So that's where he was at.
Gotcha. And that's when y'all linked up.
Right. Well, we linked up in Mariana because in Mariana they have a drug program. So he came from Yazoo to the drug program. And everybody who comes from Louisiana, if you're from Louisiana and you came on the compound by me, I was gonna make sure you have soap, deodorant, toothpaste, food, stamps to write home, and I gave everybody $200. Like, here you go. I'm like, listen, homie, I don't take care of grown men. You my homeboy. Here go your little care package. And you can start you a store where you know in a unit where people coming for you and you give 2 for 1, whatever. Flip your money.
Right.
But after this, don't come and ask me for nothing else because I don't want my homeboys coming on the compound begging, borrowing, gambling, and you don't have nothing. So I'm like, here you go. So when you say care package, look out. Here you go, your little package. Now you on your own from there.
Now you said he was shot calling?
No, you talking about me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you said, so explain that. So I just, it's a cosign. So explain that.
But when I say shot caller, meaning he ran the Louisiana call to where if anything go on, you get into it with another dude, they gonna holler against. Hey man, look, hey gangster, your homeboy and y'all about to fight. Or your homeboy had a fight. Now you gotta see who he had a fight with, why he had a fight, like what's the situation? Like what didn't happen? Where we gonna go from here? Is it gonna be an ongoing battle, or is it gonna be squash? Like, all right, both of them in the hole. Okay, so when both of them come out, we're gonna see how it's gonna be. Is it gonna still be tension, or is it gonna be squash? And move, dab hands and move around.
And let me tell y'all something. That's some of the most irritating, uncomfortable stuff you got to go through because of this. Like when I was in Yazoo, right? It's like about 100, 150 of us from Louisiana. And this guy from Alabama used my little homeboy phone. I had just come in the unit. So they fighting. I'm like, what the world? What's that? So the homie like, nah, they sell us. So I called, I said, y'all better go in the cell? Like, yeah. I said, man, where I'm from, once you fight, one of us got to leave the compound. So it was something new to me. So they was explaining what was going on. So I had sent word for the homies to come down. Man, when I sent word, like 40 homeboys came down there. 15 made the dome. They jumped on and beat him up. So 2 of my homeboys, it was the shot caller for Alabama was like, hey, who called that for Louisiana dude to jump on my homeboy? It was like, who speak for you? It was like gangsters. I was like, oh, I just got it. How y'all just stole me? And this guy was big. He was a big old dude, big dude, named Mighty from Alabama. He had just come from Pollock Penn. So I come down, I got my 2 plexiglass knives on me, like, what's up? He said, you gangster? Yeah, what's up? He said, man, you call that shot for your homies over home? I said, yeah. Because he was shocked, but I was like, yeah, because my homies didn't put me on the spot. I got to speak up now for the Louisiana car. But I wasn't the only, it was a lot of, like we had the homies Howard and Darryl from the night when they very respected. They've been getting money since the 80s. They was on the compound. We had a home 2 Johnnies from the night when they was on the compound. We had a few homies that was on the compound. We even had one that 71 shows on the compound. But just so happened, the homies, I was more active with the homies. Like when I got the officer to bring me cigarettes, like a lot of homies used to give homies cigarettes, packs of cigarettes, and be like, man, bring me $150 back. So when I got the cigarettes, I'd be like, oh, here you go. What you want back? Get your locker straight up. Get your money right, come back and score from me. So a lot of the youngsters took to me more. So they would, whenever there was a problem, they would call me. But when there was a big problem, if I couldn't stop it, I'm going to get the big homies because now it's about to be a Louisiana versus whoever car. It's about to be a riot, a big fight. But that's hard to keep up with because when we was in Yazoo, I had a bunch of young, wild homeboys, man. One time, wow, that's crazy. That boy said I was gay there, but yeah, I was speaking for a bunch of gangsters. Me and Big Mighty, we talking, right? My homies named Stuff from Hammond. We had a basketball game against Mississippi. They're in the gym, and the fight jump out. So here's the thing, though. Mississippi was deeper than us at this time in Yazoo. So we had a lot of numbers. We had a lot of killers, a lot of gangsters on the compound, but we kind of slept on them, dude, like, man, they ain't gonna do nothing. So the next morning come, Jackson, Mississippi formed up. So it was a few of us, it was like 25 on 25 this morning. So we go by this dorm. So a few of my homies got now, we standing out there. So the homie like, who speak for Louisiana? So we just standing looking. So my homie, Jesse Cage from Kenner, he said, I speak for him, what's up? So the dude's like, oh, he won't go one-on-one with my homie. We was like, oh, we don't do one-on-one because when I came to Yazoo, I changed all the rules. And listen, and this is where I was like, listen, ain't no one-on-one fight. If somebody want to fight with our homeboys, go in the cell, nah, we ain't doing that. You won't, this way it started, it ain't starting in the cell, we're going to start it right here. So when the dude told my homeboy Jesse Cage that, hey, because there's 2 Jesse Cages, Jesse Cage from Cali, the OG, not him, I'm talking about the one from Kenner. He Muslim too, so he was like, well, man, we don't do one-on-ones no more. So the dude from Mississippi was like, you see all these dudes I got out here ready? And Jesse Cage was like, well, you see all these dudes we got out here? So we was like a standoff. So the lieutenant, all the officers was coming, right? Nothing happened until a female lieutenant, SIS lady come out, we all take out running in. So they had locked the compound down for a little minute. We let her know, because they'll come get certain people they know that have influence on the car. When we say a car, I mean the group of people that's from your state. They'll come get people they know they have influence. They'll come get like, we can lock y'all down or y'all gonna be able to sort this out. So anybody who's been in the Fed, they're gonna be able to tell you that's how I go in the Fed. It's always gonna be somebody. Some people don't like to say shotgun. Some people like to say a spokesman for the car, or somebody that's gonna represent the car, the homies, to make sure that a gang fight, nobody don't get killed. It be times that your homeboy might come on the compound, say he come on the compound, and he come to somebody from Texas and borrow some stamps or borrow some money. He don't pay it back. Now y'all gonna come out and say, look, man, the homie been borrowed on his butt, man. What y'all gonna do about this? So we might get homie stop doing it. We might pay the bill. If he keep doing that, we gotta run him off the compound. because you're gonna cause a lot of people to either get killed, get their time ran up, and that's a headache, man. You know. And I was one of the ones that's used to have to speak for a lot of guys in Yazoo at one time.
Do you miss that power?
No, indeed, man. I'm free, man. You know how beautiful it is. No, indeed. Let me tell you why I don't miss that power, because of this. Now, when you're on a compound, it's good because people respect you. You got people that can fight good, that might can fight better than you, that might push that knife fast, right? Stab you fast. But by you being a spokesman, you're going to get that respect. So it's like when you walk on the compound, you might have a few homies walking with you, making sure you're good. When you're in the chow hall, killers going to be sitting around you because you spokesman. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be cool. But man, nothing compared to freedom. Bro, ain't nothing compared to freedom, man. God did one of the best things on this earth by creating that woman. Man, listen what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Hey, yo, no, indeed.
Now I gotta ask you too, man, because you did go live with your queen, you know, with Queen France, and it's a lot of people that seemed like they was a little jealous. Did people hit you and be like, man, I see you, bruh? You know how niggas.
Yeah, man, you hit that, you did that, you did this. So, that was, man, we got to do that again, man. That was very, very,
hey, anytime.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
But she got to wear a better outfit. But anyway, yeah, we got to do that again.
Yeah.
Because we had got a good response from that. But yeah, a lot of people hit me up. Oh, what's up with Queen Fan? I'm like, man, y'all hit her.
It's a lot. It's crazy because a lot of people seen you having fun and they was like, man, we want to see you just be gangster. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Nigga can't have fun with his lady.
Yeah.
What's wrong with niggas, man?
See, this is the thing. Because I saw that too. It was like, man, it was asking a lot of comments. You don't ask about no comment. First of all, I'm not a gangster. I am not a gangster. I denounced that. I violated that. There's Boosie even told y'all take that off. So I agree with that. Take that off. I'm not a gangster. So I'm a civilian. I am a person that once lived that life, that know how I feel to live that life. I did 23 years, 10 months in the Fed, so I know how that is. I've been in the juvenile, I've been in state, but God granted me a second chance. I'm free. So that gangster stuff don't apply to me no more on social media. So whatever questions people want to ask, I always tell people, when you're on social media, your life is open now. People gonna ask you, the people want to know. Because here's the thing, if it's certain things you don't want to talk about, people go, I don't want to hear that. He don't like to talk. He don't like to answer questions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people like, man, why they had it? Man, listen, we on social media. People want to know if I'm humping Queen Fran. When the next time we go live with you guys, we're going to have to talk about that. People didn't know if I'm humping Queen Fran. Did I ever hit that?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah, we need the world needs to know.
Yeah, we gonna put this stuff out there. Have I ever tapped that?
Have you ever?
Listen, let me tell you something, y'all. For my age, right? I think I'm a handsome looking man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys come at Queen France, a lot of guys with money, different flavors, different brands, what have you, different nationalities. I just hope she put me in that number. See, I'm started from the bottom, and I'm grinding. You know what I'm saying? I hope she could take that into consideration and be like, you know what, Terrance? Besides us working on a podcast, besides us doing videos and doing a nonprofit, she just like, I'm gonna get, like how she say they do at the video shoot, just get naked. Yeah. I'm just hoping one day she just be like, you know what? You done put in a lot of work, a lot of hard work. You reached 100K within a year. I mean, a year and 1 month. Congratulations. I'm gonna give you something. That's what I'm hoping for. That's on my bucket list. That's on the bucket list. The 100, listen. My 100K, I check that off. My movie to do the series, that's next. Overall, my nonprofit organization, they need us. That's my main goal, the at-risk youth. I gotta build money first to help them. So that's my overall goal. But I'm just hoping one day Queen Fran just be like, I'm gonna give you some and don't ask me for nothing more. Cool. I'm gonna cherish that moment. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned, cause I'm gonna let y'all know if she let me hump her. I will let my YouTube. Oh, she here, y'all.
Hold on, wait a minute. For the 100K.
Show them people. Hey, yo, show them people what you just wrote me. Show them what you just wrote. She wrote me you should have put oh, that would have been cool if you to put, do you want to go with me? Put a check in the box. That's what she said, y'all.
Tonight is going down.
Now hold up.
It gotta be the chains.
Now let me just say, yeah. She see him up here blinging, but here's the problem with that. Once the set go up, I gotta get his chain back. Now I hope she don't have a change of heart. Nah, cause it's 100 on my neck and it's heavy. Y'all, these chains are heavy. Now let me just say this.
Shout out Katie the jeweler.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Now she say tonight is going down. I don't want to get too excited because you know how women like to tease. Tonight is going down. What that mean? Is you going to party? Man. So y'all know I ain't gonna get none tonight, man. So
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll catch up on you in the morning.
hey yo, y'all can't let me borrow these, bro. The girl just said, hey yo, these things heavy, y'all. Yo, real life street stars ain't playing, y'all. I got
Hey
3 of them.
man, say, Terrance.
Come on, bro. Y'all think you just asked me what that question you just asked me about? Do I miss the power, bro? I just was in jail with G-Shock watches, all kind of stuff. The little small chain. I come out now. I got real life street stars, real jewelry on. This stuff heavy, man. And I got 3 of them on. Come on, man. Do I miss? Man, they can have that. Man, they can have that. They can have that power, all that in prison. You can have that, man. Mike, how you feel about being free?
Oh man.
Let me tell y'all something. I thought he was gonna violate. I should be in prison, be like, cause he kind of like a little hothead, like a little knucklehead. He one of the ones to be like, look, Mike, don't go and gamble. Don't go borrow them, do stuff. Don't go mail them, do stuff. Before you know what he doing something you told him not to do. So I just be like, man, he from New Orleans. You see, he do some more goofy stuff he did. Try to go broke a gas. How you go broke a gas? You get locked in the gas station. Come on, man. So I said, Mike, come on here, bro. Bro, you gotta come here and change your life, bro. You gotta get away from New Orleans. You gotta come and man, I ain't leaving that city. So he came out. I said, bro, start your YouTube channel, Motivation to Mike. Cause he had these calls. He infatuated with calls. My bad.
Motivation boy.
Motivation boy, Mike. My bad. So he got this channel. Tell the people about your channel, man.
All right, so
Tell them, Ray. We're in the boo-boo room right now.
So my channel is called Motivation Boy Mike. Basically what I'm talking about on there is about all the call clubs that we did back in the days. Motivation still out there rocking and rolling. Shout out to Dawson Jermaine, that was our cameraman. Every time we need something done, video, whatever, he was there. So I'm just gonna be speaking about a lot of different stuff, not just about calls, just about different motivation stuff. I might wake up one morning, go do me some exercise. I'm gonna record and say, look, hey, look, I'm motivating.
Bro, you got a picture mound. You really man, yeah, that's a good thing. Motivational boy Mike. Cause you gonna motivate me to work out. Cause bro, man, that thing is sitting out. Y'all see?
Hey, I like to eat.
All right, but listen, y'all. Before you get out of here, cause that's enough now. Give your shout outs to the people. You can get on out the sofa.
All right, shout out to RealLyfe Street Stars.
Oh, okay.
You know, for having me here, let me come speak. Everybody, y'all go subscribe to my page, Motivation Boy Mike. Shout out to all my fellas, my partners I mess with.
Who they name? I'm about to say you.
Jeezy, Sweet P, B, Tweet. Y'all can check me out on Instagram, bout_Mike_money.
All right, thank you. All right. Beat it. It's over with. Check out Motivational Mike. Motivational Boy Mike, y'all. All right. Now, let me get back on here. Y'all can't say OG Geek don't show love now.
They can't say that,
They
for
can't say I
sure.
don't show love. Well, y'all got any more questions before I get up out of here? I gotta go to work. I got
Man, you know, it's always a treat when you come up here, brother, man. You know, every time you just, with every interview, every subscriber, your growth is exponential, man. We love seeing you just come up, man. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations on the 100K. We know it's finna be 500 and a million. When we get to that million, when real life get to that million, Gangsta gonna have a real life chain on for shit show.
Okay, y'all heard him. I'm holding them to that, y'all. Yeah. When they get to $1 million now, y'all hold on. Let's get this straight. So when RealLyfe Street Stars get to 1 million subscribers, y'all gonna give me a chain?
Yeah. So it probably won't be that one.
Why? What? Cause y'all hold up. Oh, it's gonna be better?
Oh, shit.
Hold up now. Y'all see this here? We gonna hold real life to their word. We gonna hold them to this. Don't try to give me that chain like we had back in the day with the little black onyx on the back. Yeah, look, Baby and Slim got the big dog chain. We had the little one. We had to go build our chain.
You said the one with the black onyx on it?
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't give me that now. I want one like this here. So y'all gonna be at a million subscribers, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell the world this. This some real motivation right here. I remember when I first come to RealLyfe Street Stars, I think y'all had like 200-something thousand subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was at 200-something thousand subscribers, man. Now y'all at about 450,000. 480.
480.
Man, we gotta get to that. We gotta get that 500 mark.
Yeah.
We gotta push for that 500 mark, man.
We going.
Bro, y'all was at 200,000. I watched that grow, man. I watched, but you gotta keep in mind. See, this is the thing. This would make me want to come back and be comfortable with you all because I was like, y'all cool, respectful. Y'all won't ask the question y'all supposed to ask, but y'all as a staff is cool. And it's like, you know, some people be like arrogant, cocky, or we really, you got to do this, you got to do that. All y'all good people. So I was like, you know what? I want to continue to grow with them. You know, so that's why I don't mind coming, showing love.
And the best part about it is, man, you know, you blessing us because they love you on our channel, man.
Wow, RealLyfe Street Stars, baby.
Hey, man. And this the best part. Terrance Civilian Williams.
I'm gonna run with that, yo.
Terrance Civilian Williams.
Bro, I'm about to run with that. Listen, Terrance Civilian Williams, I like that. Yo,
We taking
Brian's
it.
Terrance Gangsta, aka OZ Gigi, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the People Tell, aka Terrance Civilian Williams. I'm going with that.
Hey,
I'm going with that.
we taking the gangster off.
Yeah, it's
hey,
over.
man, we ain't gangster no more. We free.
Boy, that's
hey,
a fact.
Hey, man.
Bro, I'm free. Look, man, yo, I just was in a jail cell. I had to put up with Mike. Listen, in the cell, about, he got to use the battery. And we like, our toilet right here, the bed right here, yo. Now I'm out here in real life.
On the
hanging
blue
around
cap.
Queen Fran. She said it's going down tonight. That's what she said, y'all. So, fact.
So that's legally binding.
But I'm gonna let y'all know if she capped because you know we got the cap page, man. So I'm gonna let y'all know if she pull this here. And when we leave out here, if she pull this, I got to go. I got to work in the morning, or if she pull one of more goop, I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna be mad. Because first of all, I've been let down so many times by her. Denied, access denied. So hey, I ain't tripping. But I know one thing. When that movie started popping, and I do my little Denzel role in my movie, that's what I should have did. I should have came on here with my badge. I'm putting a case on all y'all. Man, I should have did that. On that Boosie. I'm putting a case on all you. Yo, I should have did that when I first came on, huh? see how you think later on, man? But I have my fun when I come to RealLyfe Street Stars, bro.
Amen.
I really enjoy this, man. Now, I would say this. It's the last 2-3 times I came here, y'all didn't have no chicken for me. When I first come here, y'all just showed me that. That's how you know I didn't got to be family here. Because when I first come, y'all make sure I had the chicken, y'all make sure everything right. Boy, we got Terrance come. Now, be like, oh man, cousin Terrance coming. Oh, all right, whatever. He know the refrigerator. He know, don't worry about it. Yeah, man, y'all, yo, but it's all good, man. But y'all, hey yo, everybody that's listening, please go subscribe. GANSTA, the original Hot Boy. I never used to want to say that at first because I didn't want to feel like I was begging or I'm asking the people. So I just wanted people to be genuinely come and subscribe. But now I done hit that 100,000 mark. That was my goal. Now I'm asking y'all to go ahead and subscribe. How they say, like, share, hit the button, do all that now. GANSTA, the original Hot Boy, my YouTube channel, y'all. I got the nonprofit. We got the Instagram. They need us third wall. So whoever want to donate, hit us up. And guess what, y'all? Queen France be on running that, so y'all can hit her up. So if I can't hit it, y'all might can hit it. So go ahead on and hit her up, and don't forget to donate. I got the pilot is called The Other Side of Bird Street. Them Boys at War. It's about my life. It's based on true stories. It's gonna start like. To let y'all know that this is really real, the first scene, I'm gonna give y'all this here, and that's it now. The first scene is gonna start when my mother got shot. When boy at the cattle, you put up trying to hit my little brother, my mother got hit. So it's gonna be based on real life story. Our real life story. So y'all just stay tuned. We doing that right. We putting it together right now.
Amen.
But what else I got? I got the Instagram, Terrance Gangsta Williams Home, all one word. I got the Facebook, Terrance Emmanuel Williams, my real name. What else I got? That's it. Y'all want to do some shout outs? I want to shout out. I just want to do one big shout out. No, I got to do two. First of all, I got to shout out, much love. I love my family over here. RealLyfe Street Stars. Shout out to them. Also, shout out to the first lady of RealLyfe Street Stars. She got the cookies. Y'all got to taste the cookies.
You gotta taste the cookies. Hey.
Yeah, what a cookie. Can I get a cookie? I can show the people the cookie. Yeah. Can I show the people the cookie? Queen Fran, bring the cookie up here. Come on, bring the people the cookie. Bring the cookie. The people need to see the cookie. Bring that cookie up. You try to put her on the spot. No, you come on up here. Yeah. Bring the cookie. There you go. Bring the cookie. Ain't nobody tell you sit down. Go ahead. Anyway. All right. You had your turn. Y'all make sure y'all support her. These cookies are very good. It's called Angel's Cookie Shop. Yeah, she got the ingredients and everything on here. Whoa, this cookie called Naked. So Queen, this your cookie? So you got the cookie up here. And you was talking about naked stuff earlier. Okay, well, we gonna see what it's about. Do I gotta pay this our cookie?
Nah, you free.
Thank you very much. But yeah, so and then my next shout out, I gotta give to my YouTube family. Everybody on YouTube who supported me, who subscribed to my channel, who viewed my content. Oh, I can tell y'all this now. I can't tell y'all on my channel. Man, when y'all go look at my videos, make sure y'all let the commercial play about 20 seconds. Just let it run. That's how I get the money. Now, I can't say that over there because they're gonna book me, whatever for that. I can say it over here. So make sure when y'all log on to my videos, hold that thing there for a while. That's how I get paid, y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for all the love. Y'all got me to the 100K through God's grace, because God do everything. But I'm just happy that he was able to touch some hearts to go ahead on and press that button. So y'all got the cake right here, y'all. RealLyfe Street Stars. We gonna eat this cake? Y'all want some cake?
Right now. Sit there.
They've been waiting on this here, y'all. Queen, this is all Queen France. So anybody who want to grind me up in the comments about this cake, Queen France went and got this cake at the last minute for me because we didn't know that the 100K was gonna be this soon. She had reached out to RealLyfe Street Stars. RealLyfe Street Stars always welcome me. So I was like, we gotta bring something over. We gotta do something. So it was her idea, the balloon. I didn't even know she was gonna have this. I go in the trunk. I said, what the world? What you got? She said, oh yeah, put him in the trunk. So she come up with all this at the last moment. June 24th, her and I, we're gonna go live. Do you think we ought to invite Motivational Boy Mike on our live, Queen? No? All right. So we're going live. We're gonna give away $1,000. We did it when we got to 50,000 subscribers, so we're gonna do it now. We got to 1,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. We're gonna be asking questions, so we're giving out $1,000. But we're gonna do this time differently because when I ask questions, when people answer the questions, it'd be a lot of people. So it'd be like, answer first. So I won't get it wrong this time. We're gonna have a phone number where they're gonna be able to call, and you can call in and answer the question, and we're gonna cash app you right on the spot. So we're gonna do that around. That's another thing. We gotta post a time so people could be ready to chimed in or whatever. Tuned in, I mean. So we're gonna do about 5 o'clock. Let's do about 5:30 because I gotta pray at 5. So after I pray 5:30, we're gonna get it in. So y'all at 5:30, June 24th at 5:30 p.m. my time. What time it is? We're getting that mixed up too. Not Eastern time. We don't. What this is? Pacific. Central. All right, on Central time, y'all. Central time, 5:30 Central time. So 5:30 here, gonna be 6:30 in New York. So in Atlanta. So 5:30 this time, Dallas time. Or we're gonna get it in. So thank y'all for all love, support, and I'm out, baby. Wow.
RealLyfe Street Stars.